Hey everybody, the Space Crew movie is finally here. Space Crew Return to Space. I hope you enjoyed this, cause, well, it's, well, uh, I, I've been meaning to make my own movie, and I never really had the material, and this technically isn't a movie, when you think about it, but to me it is. Yeah, yeah, I hope, like I said, I hope you enjoy. Subscribe if you want to. Uh, and, well, enjoy the show. The Underverse presents The Space Crew Return to Space. By Jesus. The Space Crew are back. After escaping the unknown without Jace, Alex refuses to believe he's gone. But now Earth has put the whole team under house arrest. When aliens abduct Alex because they think she's a long-lost heir to the throne, Mike, Sam, and Chloe must do some detective work on the General's strange actions. Part 1. Alex shot upward in bed, gasping for air. She's been having the same nightmare of Jace being taken by the by the bounty hunter known as Sundin. Now it's been now it's been a month since the team returned home and got put under total house arrest. Miss you, Jace. Alex sighed as she walked downstairs and passed her dad. Hey, he said. Alex ignored him as she grabbed the Honey Nut Cheerios. Still thinking about your friend, aren't you? Her dad asked. Alex still ignored him. Ever since Mike, Sam, and Chloe got back, NASA refuses to let them use the Gentil XL to find Jace. Just talk to me, Alex. Alex's dad sighed. Alex looked up at him. Hey, Dad, she casually said, walking past him and sat on the couch in the living room. So, I know I didn't let you go to Mike's birthday last weekend, but I've got a surprise for you and the rest of your friends. Her dad said. Alex shot to her feet. You're letting us go back to space? She asked. No, no. Remember, you'll be grounded for 10 years if you went back to outer space. Her dad said. Anyway, your uncle Tom is having a wedding this weekend, and wants our entire family there. He adds. Alex's eyes widen in shock. Every celebration her family has done, her friends have ruined. Alex took a deep breath before saying, "I'll let my friends know." She then walked past him and went up the stairs and slowly closed the door. When Alex was sure her dad couldn't hear her, she slaps her nanotech suit device on. Guys, my uncle just invited us to his wedding. We cannot go, she said. Alex, I was in the middle of a good soap opera when you started telling me nonsense. What do you want? Chloe asked. It sounded like she just got through the first box of tissues. I'm surprised that behind the scenes is still airing. Mike said. I heard Justin Bateman got out of the hospital and got a hot new look. Sam said. The three of them swooned so hard it made the actor wake up in bed. Guys, focus. Yeah, we've been stuck here for a month. Any longer, and Jace can be on another planet 10,000 light years away. The moment Alex turned around, after realizing none of them were listening, she saw her dad standing right behind her. Alex, you're going to that wedding, and that's final, he said. Her dad then took her suit with a huff. When the weekend came, Alex and her dad got dressed early and got into the van to go pick up Mike, Sam, and Chloe down the street. What are you guys wearing? Alex asked. Wedding clothes, obvi, Sam said. Sam, Chloe, you look like you two look like you're attending a funeral. Mike, please tell me why you're wearing the outfit to your zombie butler Halloween costume, Alex said. This is all I had, Mike replied. There's no time to change. Just hop in and please get rid of the fake teeth, Mike. Alex's dad sighed. When they got in, Mike spits his fake teeth out. Hold my dentures? Mike asked Sam. Ew. He sighed. When they got to the church in Glenwood City, Chloe fixed Mike's tie, and he couldn't help but blush at her. Okay, let's get this over with, Alex sighed. The moment everyone inside saw them enter, someone said, "Hey, it's the space crew." Alex inhaled sharply. I'm so sorry. What did Cousin Ellie call us? She asked. Space crew, a ridiculous name. The internet gave us, Chloe sighed. I kinda like it. Mike said. Do not encourage them in front of me, Mike. Chloe muttered. After everyone out, later everybody's outside, watching Mike and Sam embarrass themselves during karaoke. Mike sang off key to "Don't Stop Believing," while Sam barely knew the lyrics to "Intergalactic." Hey, Mike, Steve Perry wants his vocals back, Chloe called. She looked over to Alex, who was in the middle of tapping her forehead on a tree. There can be multiple things that can ruin this, Alex sighed. That's when her dad came down the aisle, with the groom, loudly humming, "Here Comes the Bride." That's it, I'm going back to the van, Alex said, throwing her hands up and walked back to the parking lot. When Alex got to the van, she leaned against the side of it and got her phone out. "I know you're there, guys," she called, not taking her eyes off the screen as Mike, Sam, and Chloe fell from their hiding spots in a tree. Are you sure you're okay, Alex? You haven't been the same since we got back from the unknown, Mike said, stepping closer to her. Of course I haven't. Of course I haven't been the same. An alien freak took my best friend, and I wasn't able to do anything about it, Alex snapped. I've been trying for a month to get NASA to send us back so we can save Jace, but from who knows what. But every time I try to gain access, they won't believe me. Chloe looked at Alex, then at Mike and Sam. None of them had told her about the Alvor nor about the Resistance. Not even about what they are also hiding. Something about Jace. But before either of them can think about about or say anything, Mike broke the uncomfortable silence when he saw something in the sky above them. "Rocket ship!" he screamed. Everyone looked up and saw a mothership lowering a ramp down to them. Please tell me the students not here to finish us off, Sam said as they got ready to fight and get answers. Until a bunch of alien guards had marched down the ramp, kneeled before Alex, and all of them pumped a fist into the air and yelled, "All hail Queen Alkalix!" Everyone had blank stares as a man walked up to Alex. "It is a pleasure to finally see you again after your disappearance, Princess Alkalix," he said, or should I say, Queen Alkalix. Alex's eyes widened in surprise. These guys think she's their queen, out of absolutely nowhere. But then it gave Alex an idea. "I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but you got the wrong." Before Sam can finish, Alex kicked him in the knee with a nervous laugh. "Yep, that's me. And you are?" she asked. "I'm Maru, servant of the Queen Alkalix of Tarapolis, home of the Tarigon," the man explained. "Before the queen fell, she asked me to find the planet anew, and then find you," Maru explained. Alex looked back at her friends, then decided to put her new plan into action. "All right, let's go, guys," she said. Mike and Chloe looked at each other and locked arms before marching forward like Dorothy on her way to see the Wizard of Oz. But Alex, what about your dad?" Sam asked. The moment he stepped forward, Maru cuts him off. "Ah, and you must be," he asked. "Samuel Matthew Lynn," Sam replied. "Already done with this." "Greetings, Princess Sam," Maru said, completely catching him off guard. I'm sorry. I'm not." Before Sam can finish, Alex's voice comes from the ship. "As my first decree, you may only call him Princess Sam," she called. Every guard standing there got on one knee, raised a fist, and yelled, "All hail Princess Sam!" "No!" Sam screamed, not noticing that the guards marching past him. "Sam, we need your help making sure Alex doesn't do anything stupid," Chloe called. Sam's eyes widened when he realized he was about to be left behind, and he rushed up the ramp and join the others. Once inside the rocket, everyone's jaws fell the moment they saw everything that place had to offer. "Hey Maru, this rocket got a 3D food printer?" Mike asked. What's that? Sounds better than cooking food yourself," one guard said. While Mike was in the middle of explaining how the 3D food printer worked on the Jantel XL, Alex sat in the captain's seat with a delighted sigh. "We're coming, Jace," she said. "Maru, before she can finish." Dang it. Sorry, I meant to finish that finished word. Before she could finish, someone cleared their throat behind her. It was Alex's dad. "Patrick, what are you doing here?" Chloe asked. "My friends call me Patrick." "What are you doing here?" Alex. Patrick snapped. "Alex," Mike said, noticing that they were ready to leave Earth. I think we should get in our seats before we launch," he adds. Alexandria Maria Ruda, you are going to get off this rocket right now, or you're grounded for 10 years straight. Patrick said, Dad, you keep telling me that and nothing happened. And you don't understand me at all. So just leave, Alex snapped. Launch key activated, the ship's AI announced. Alex looked at her friends, who were already seated, and got in her seat, along with her dad. We're not done with this, he said, as the ship flew off the ground and went into space. Part 2. Patrick stared in awe at the stars above the dome over the command center. I can't believe I'm actually in space, he gasped. Pretty cool, right? Alex asked. Patrick looked at her and didn't say anything. So, what's the name of the planet we're going to again? Chloe asked. Maru. Pteropolis. It is located in the phase system. He then turned to Alex. Queen Alkalix, your people await you on your new home. What are your first orders when we get there? Maru asked. Well, first of all, call me Alex. Second, I want my throne made of solid gold. Alex said. Finally, I want a search team to go and find to go and find my friend Jace McCrow. She added, "Sending one already, my liege." Maru said. Guards ran past her as two boys walked up to them. One looked about 18 years old, while the other looked familiar. Grandfather, did you find the princess? The older one asked. Yes. Alex, these are my grandsons, Aru and Naru, Maru said. Jace? Mike said, stepping forward to get a closer look at Aru. Is that you? He asked. Mike, don't be ridiculous. Jace is more hotter than that, Alex said. Oh, brother, Chloe groaned. But even she could tell something was up. So could Sam. Please forgive Naru, however. He can be a little passive, Maru sighed. Alex looked at Naru, then at Sam. Beta male, got it. And for the sake of the Tarragon race, he has my permission to hang out with Princess Sam, Alex said. Excuse you? Sam snapped. Alex walked past him with a smirk. Zip it, Sam. Zip it, Sam. Think like a royal. She said. Do you even know what you're doing? Patrick asked. I don't need to. I'm Queen Alkalix of Pteropolis. Alex replied. Mike, Sam, and Chloe, and Patrick all face-palmed themselves in annoyance. Well, this can't get any more worse, Patrick sighed. They all then looked at each other. Dibs on the biggest room! They all shout. Before Patrick can react, the four of them ran off down the halls, nearly running each other over in the process. Alex burst into what looks like the royal bedroom. That's when a floating spherical blob-like creature materialized in front of her. "Hello, Your Highness," he said. Alex jumped back in surprise. "Whoa, talkie blob!" "Ah, heck. Jace has one too," she said. "Correction. I am Cithra, a liquidated artificial intelligence. I can help you with anything you may need assistance with." or need to know. Just call my name, Sitha explained. By the way, you've got three hostile individuals about to come through that door. The moment he said that, Mike, Sam, and Chloe burst into the room, arguing over who gets it. Back, you animals! Alex gasped as she takes the bed sheets and uses them like a lion tamer's whip. Mike and Sam were now down the hall, throwing each other out of a room while trying to claim it. The room only has one bad genius. Find somewhere else. Sam yelled, tossing Mike out in one throw. Fine, I'll bunk with. Before Sam can finish, Alex cracked her knuckles at him. Chloe? Sam said. Chloe slammed her door, her room door. And to make sure none of you idiots don't try to move me, weird blob thing, lock all doors down this hall. Chloe called. All of the doors locked in an instant. Hey, I'm in. Sam yelled. I'm in a broom closet. Later, Alex, Mike, Sam, and Chloe are in the dining hall, having in the dining area, having a nice dinner with Maru, Aru, and Naru. Patrick would have joined them if he wasn't on flytrap feeding duty. I swear, Aru, you look a lot like our pal Jason, Mike said. Yeah, what happened to him? Naru asked. This crazy lady right here is what happened. Sam replied, pointing to Alex. They all heard Patrick scream as he was chased by an alien monster that looked like a potted Venus flytrap that was hopping after him. Should we help him? Aru asked. They then watched Alex get up to help out her dad, only to get swallowed by it, making everyone laugh until Chloe and Sam stopped to stare at Aru. Mike looked at them and did the same. So, Aru, how old are you? Sam asked. About 14 light years old. Why? Well, a month ago, we got stuck in this weird prison dimension called the Unknown, and our friend never made it back from there, Chloe replied. Yeah, does that ring any bells? Mike asked. Maru was silent for a sec, before letting out a sigh. Must be a coincidence. My boy is from the Unknown. The moment he said that, the trio spat their drinks out in unison. No way, that's a coincidence. As the sweet sound of silence fell upon the room, a guard came up to Maru. Sir, the project is growing restless. We need your help with it, he said. Sam and Chloe looked at each other with concerned expressions as Maru got up and left without a word. Well, we've got to follow him, Sam whispered. Mike looked up from his food. Oh? He asked, his mouth full as heck. Alex then came over, covered from head to toe in alien slime, and completely mortified. I never want to see another plant again, she said. Later, Mike, Sam, and Chloe are following Maru down the hall, unseen by everyone, except a few who noticed Mike, who was poorly attempting to be a spy on a mission. When Maru turned the corner, Aru walked up to him. Grandfather, Have you seen those kids who came with the queen? Aro asked. They're probably in the rooms. I can't talk right now. I need to be somewhere, Maru said. He pats Maru on the shoulder before walking away. Come on, Mike said. The trio continued to follow Maru until until he stopped at a door. He looked around before entering and closing the door behind him. Mike, Sam, and Chloe approached at the door. Uh, okay, that must be the lab. Be ready for who knows what, Sam said. As he walked over to the door, Mike put his hand on Chloe's shoulder. You guys sure this is a good idea? He asked. Sam turned his head to them. We got launched into outer space, got abducted by aliens, got sent to a crazy prison dimension, got our butts kicked. Before he can finish, Chloe gave him the stare. My point is, we've got this, Sam explained. Sam explained as Mike and Chloe came up to them. Sitha, we need access into this room, Chloe said. The moment the door opened, Mike hit the floor like a bag of potatoes at the sight of Maru. Ah, Maru, this ain't the bathroom, Sam said, laughing nervously. While in her room, Alex was trying to pinpoint where Sundin may have taken Jace. But then Maru kicked down her door while dragging Mike, Sam, and Chloe through. Please keep these three under control, my queen, he said, not taking his eyes off of them as he left. Alex turned to her friends the moment Maru was gone. I don't think you guys understand why we are here, she said. Jace is somewhere out there with who knows what, probably being experimented on by Sundin, Alex said. We need this ship if we're going to find him, and I don't want you three messing this up. Alex, you don't get it. Jace is, Mike starts, but Alex snapped. I don't want to hear it. Stay here and for once, actually listen. Alex, please, just listen to us, Mike said. Mike, shut up! Alex shouts. She then ran out. She then ran out of the room crying, leaving the three of them in silence. Sam then walked over to the window inside. Maybe she's right. We're probably just being paranoid, he said. No, we can't give up. There's gotta be something we're missing, Chloe said. She then noticed She then noticed that Mike was lost in thought. Hey, Sitha. Tell me about the day Maru rescued Aru from the unknown, Mike said. When Sitha appeared, he told him everything. General Maru had received word from someone that the creature needed for his project has been located. That was when he came back with Aru and an unknown creature. Sitha explained. Sundin, Chloe said. There's no denying that it has to be Sundin. That must also explain that must also mean that Aru is Jace. Mike said. What does Maru want with Silver? he asked. It, Probably something to do with this, Sam replied, tapping his Saturn symbol to show a to show a hologram screen picture he took when Maru caught them. Project Echo, Chloe read. Before either of them can finish, Cethra made another announcement. Before they can ask Cethra another question, he beeped and said, now approaching Sargonis mining colony. The trio looked at each other. Sam, you stay here and try and gain more info on what Maru has planned. Mike, you're with me, she said. Then Chloe said. Part 3. Mike and Chloe made their way to the ship's exit after it landed on another planet. Mike knew they had to get more proof on Maru on what Maru is planning if they're going to save Jace. Sooner or later, we're going to have to tell Alex what we learned from the unknown. Mike whispered to Chloe. We can't. We almost got killed last time. I'm still regrowing my eyebrows after Sundin nearly laser beamed my ponytail off, she said. Mike gave her a long stare. Fine, Chloe sighed. After we find Jace, we tell her. Thank you, Mike said as they approached the main doors. Cethra, open these doors, Chloe said. When the doors opened, they both stepped out. After walking for a few minutes, Mike and Chloe found themselves at the ruins of what looked like an alien city. Does this place look like the day after tomorrow was yesterday? Chloe asked. What happened here? Mike asked. They then heard what sounded like the world's biggest whip in the distance. Mike looked at Chloe. Chloe looked at Mike. About a few minutes of walking went by before the duo. About a few minutes of walking went by before the duo found themselves at a large mining slave camp. The aliens there were mining some strange crystals. Oh man, this does not look good, Mike said, as they carefully made their way down and past the guards. Excuse me, can we talk for a sec? Chloe asked one of the aliens. The alien then frantically spoke in another language. Hey, calm down. We're not with them, Chloe said. The alien was too scared to think straight. All right, let a pro handle this, Mike said. What makes you a pro at talking to aliens? Chloe asked. Before we landed, Cethra gave me some language lessons, Mike replied. He then cleared his throat. Abisiki ihika. The moment he said that, the alien slapped him across his face, making Chloe laugh. Okay, I may have misjudged my language skills, Mike groaned. The alien then spoke more. What's he saying? Chloe asked. Something about every single one of them were taken from their planet and forced to mine plasmarite crystals for Tauropolyps. Chloe was now interested. What's the name of their planet? Maybe we can return them to it, she said. When the alien spoke, Mike inhaled sharply. You're not gonna like the answer, he said. Before Chloe can ask what he means, one of the guards rushed over. "Hey, what are you two doing?" he demanded. We know Maru's got something to planned with our friends. Who we got? Who told you about the Ecomite?" The guard asked. That is top secret research. Mike looked at Chloe. "Oh, yours, Edith," he said, stepping aside as Chloe cracks her knuckles. "I need some butt kick. Guess he'll have to do," she said. "Blast off," Chloe said, activating her suit. But before she could roundhouse kick this guy across unconscious, a warhammer hits the guard from behind. Then a familiar figure walked up to them. "Susan, what are you doing here?" Chloe asked. Mike then whispered something into her ear. "Oh no, we are not. We are not staying. We are not staying here to deal with your nonsense, Susan." Chloe snapped. "Chloe, hey, come on. These people were taken from Obara, and Susan just wants to. And Sunden's just trying to save his people," Mike said. "Don't you remember what happened? Don't you remember what happened last time? Last time we ran into this guy?" Chloe asked. "Look, I don't want to help that student either, but these Galvantarians will die if we don't do something, and we can get him to tell us more about this Ecomite," Mike said. Chloe looked back at Sunden and groaned. "Fine," she sighed. "Sunden, we'll help you out." Sunden didn't say a word. Back on the ship, Maru led Alex down a hall. "My liege, there is something you must see," Maru said. Alex wasn't listening. She was still thinking about what happened with her friends. She had hoped that they would understand why they need to do this, but it feels like they don't. But they don't take this as serious as she is, not knowing they are trying to help save their friend before it's too late. When they approached the room, Mike, Sam, and Chloe saw Maru enter. Then they approached the room. Mike, Sam, and Chloe saw Maru entered. "Are you familiar with the species known as the Mechamite?" he asked. Alex. "Yeah. My best friend had one named Silver. Why?" Alex asked. "Clearly, this Silver never told you about the other types of Mechamites," Maru said. "Our scientists are in the process of creating a new Mechamite, a new member of the Centagon race. We call it the Ecomite," Maru explained. Maru explained as he led Alex into the room until they stopped at a chamber. "My queen, say hello to the Echo before he can reveal the Ecomite." A guard ran up to them. "My queen, the humans known as Mike, Princess Sam, and Chloe have vanished from the ship." "What?" Alex screamed. "That's it!" She yelled as she stormed out of the room, only to ram into Sam. He said. Back with Mike and Chloe, they had found a safe place to come up with a plan. "Okay, while Sunden deals with the guards, we need a way to free these guys," Mike said. "Come on, it's not like these suits have tools." The moment Chloe said tools, after tapping her Saturn symbol, A holographic ring appears around her, showing a list of certain drills based off her mech. That one looks strong, Mike said. Whatever the odds are, let's do this. Blast off, Chloe said. When Chloe returned to the crater, she saw two slaves being pushed to their limit by one of the guards. Get back to work, freaks! He yelled. The moment he raised his whip, Chloe tapped his shoulder and brought his head into hers, knocking him to the ground. And to make sure he was out cold, Chloe raised her foot high above her head and brought it down onto the dude's face at insane speed. Don't worry, me and my friend are here to free you, she said. She said as she used her new drill weapon to cut through the chains. Find somewhere safe to hide. We'll come back with the others. The moment Chloe rounds the corner, she barely had time to react when an energy blade swung at her face. Thankfully, she dodged it quickly as Aru came around the corner and attacked her. Jace, it's me! Chloe snapped. Jace, it's me! Chloe, snap out of it! Chloe said. Spare your story, kid. Aru yelled. Jason, Maru did something to you. You've got to remember. Chloe said, dodging every swing from him. She then ducked quickly. Ha! Missed me. Chloe laughed. But then her ponytail fell to the ground. Not a small piece. The whole thing. Chloe then picked it up and looked at Aru. What you gonna do? Cry? He asked her. No, but I am going to knock this. But I am going to take this right foot here and knock you upside your face. Chloe said. Aru laughed at her mockingly. Oh, are you? Hey! Before he can finish, Chloe roundhouse kicks him into the wall hard. Aru looked up from the ground with a groan, and when he looked, and then he looked really confused at Chloe. Chloe, is that you? Before he can finish, Chloe she punched him, knocking him out cold. Mike, I think we were right about Jace being here. Right after I knocked him out. When Aru opened his eyes, he saw Mike and Chloe. Mike, Chloe? Wait, what's going on here? He asked. Real question is, where's our friend Jason McCrow? Mike demanded. Michael, Caleb, stop being an idiot and untie me, Aru said. It sounded a lot like Jace. Alright, if you really are Jace, Chloe said. What's the one thing we swore not to tell Alex? She said. Obvi. We caught her kissing her pillow with a photo of me last sleepover. Aru explained. Yep, that's Jace. Chloe sighed, signaling Mike to untie him. Wait, if you're here, then where's Alex and Sam? He asked, making Mike and Chloe inhale sharply. What? Jace asked, confused as heck by their reaction. Then he remembered that someone else was missing. Or Silver, he asked. Mike and Chloe inhaled harder. Please tell me what Alex did. Jace sighed, already understanding the situation. Clearly, this was going to be a long conversation. Part 4. After explaining to Jace how they ended up yet again in outer space because of Alex and having Chloe free the rest of the Galvantarians, Mike led Jace back to the ship. If I'm understanding this correctly, a bunch of aliens landed on Earth, told Alex she was their long-lost queen, and she brought you guys and her dad here. Jace asked. Well, we didn't even expect Patrick to show up with us. Mike replied. Mike replied with a shrug. The moment they reached the ship, the ramp lowered like it was connected to a pulley and landed on Jace as Alex stormed toward Mike. "Where have you been?" she yelled. Not noticing Mike's shocked expression. "Sorry, man. I tried to stall, but you know how she is," Sam called as he jogs after Alex. "Where'd you even go?" Sam asked. Mike then came back to his senses. You just crushed our best." Before he can finish, the ramp was slowly the ramp was slowly raised, which it probably weighs as much as the moon by an unharmed Jace. "Ow," he casually said, throwing it up and walking forward to his wide-eyed friends. "Jace?" Alex gasped, eyeing him carefully. "No, I'm the guy who nearly got crushed to death by a very heavy boarding ramp by the girl who is madly in love with me," Jace said, cracking his neck. You do realize you survived that without using silver, right?" Sam asked. Jace's eyes widened as so much that they covered his entire face. Then everything clicked into place. You guys, we've got to get off this planet. Maru has something planned for Silver, and whatever it is, it can't be good," he said. The moment Jace told them that, Alex, Mike, Sam looked at each other. "The Ecomite," Alex gasped. They then heard slow clapping coming from the rocket, and as Maru came in towards them with a smirk. "Well, why did you really bring us here?" Alex asked, stepping forward. Now she was seeing through Maru. "Sundin brought Jace here, and you're doing something to Silver. What is the Ecomite?" She demanded. There was a long silence before Maru finally spoke. "Remember when I told you about that species? Its DNA is so similar to that of a Mechamite that its power is unstable as a supernova," he explained. He then brought out a glass box with silver inside. "I found the smallest amount of DNA from the remains of a deceased Ecomite while exploring the Underrealms years before running into these two. So I figured if I had the right type of Centigon creature, I could revive that species," he continued. So who are you then? Are you Alvor?" Alex asked. Maru laughed at that question instantly. "Trust me, kid. I'm worse than Lord Genesis," he chuckled. Without any warning, he took out a device that looked like a detonator. When Maru pressed the button, a bioorganic exoskeleton layer materialized on Silver. Now she wasn't the Mechamite Jace knew. She was the Echo Mite. Aru then took her out of the box. Your friend Jace has no idea how powerful these creatures really are, he chuckles. Then, as if on cue, Silver wrapped around Maru and made him grow twice his size. Alex, you will not believe the day I've had. They turned to see Chloe walking over to them, but when she saw Aru, she groaned in utter annoyance. Man, this just isn't my day, she sighed. She sighed as she joined them. The team stared at Maru. Then Maru stared at them. There was a long silence. Blast off! Alex yelled. One by one, they charged forward, activating their suits as Maru slammed his fist into the ground with a roar, sending everyone back. Mike looked at Alex, who was fine. So were the rest of their friends. One by one, they rose to their feet. Impressive. Alex chuckled. Chloe summoned two throwable drills at Maru and threw them at Maru. They flew through the air, but before hitting him, he threw his fist. He threw his hands into the ground and brings up a stone wall. Jace placed his hand on Chloe's shoulder, and she felt her super strength return. How did you? Before Chloe can finish, Maru stretched his hand to her and tried to crush her, but then a boulder was thrown at him by Mike, who had an anti-grav glove that used black hole technology, like the Moonbuggy's mining cannon. Alex, we need a plan, Jace said. I have a plan. Get Silver. Alex called. Jace muttered something about Alex under his breath. That's when Maru ready an energy shot, but before he can fire, Sundin came out of a portal and knocked him away. Where have you been? Chloe asked. Why is he here? Alex, Jace, and Sam yelled. That's a long story. Now it's a fair fight. Mike said. Sundin, we need to get to Silver. Before either of them can react, Maru materialized from Alex's shadow and was about to body slam her, but then Jace teleports, grabs Alex and throws her aside, and his arms sprout his flight suit's cape, and he takes flight at supersonic speed. Now it was clear either Maru did something to him or Silver did. Jace used his speed to grab Sundin's warhammer and slam it into Maru's head. Sundin snapped his fingers, and Jace vanished with Chloe in his place. Going up? Chloe yelled, punching Maru into the air. Jace, throw me! Alex yelled. Jace grabbed her and threw her with all of his might, and launched into the air after her. And when they landed on Maru, they both threw punches and kicks at this man. Jace summoned his flight suit, and Alex grabbed his shoulders as Chloe threw Mike into the air, and he fired 15 boulders. Sam, who was inside a mech suit, and Sundin's warhammer. When Maru landed back on the ground, he began to laugh as the team landed back on the ground via portals. You humans really don't understand what your so-called friend really is. He said. Trust me, Maru. Without Jace, none of us would be here. He is Jason McCrow, and we are the Space Crew 5, Alex said. On cue, they all touched Jace's shoulders, giving back their powers. Thanks for being my friends, he said. No, my family. Jace corrected himself with a smile. Jace then closed his eyes, and when he opened them, they were silver. Then, without any warning, he charged forward and grabbed Maru with a roar. He then starts punching Maru at hypersonic speed, and when Silver appeared on Maru's chest, Jace wasted no time and grabbed her from him. Then Silver's exoskeletal layer vanished and was absorbed into her. Jace, what happened? She asked, looking around in confusion. I'll explain later. For now, let's end this, Jace replied. Silver looked at Maru and instantly got the message. Jace absorbed everything from absolutely everything in the environment and into his body. He then teleports in front of the completely defenseless Maru, and barely gave him time to react as Jace beat him until he was barely moving. When his suit disappeared, Jace fell to his knees in exhaustion. When Jace reopened his eyes, he was back on the ship with his friends around him. Everyone okay? He asked. Yeah. We're on our way to Obura to return the Galvantarians and to their home. Then we're going home. Alex replied. Man, you should have seen the way you were beating up Maru. The fact you can grant us superpowers made this experience more awesome, Mike said. Speaking of which, how did you do that? Sam asked. But before Jace could answer, he saw a tall alien man staring at him from the hallway. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. Jace whispered. What? Alex asked as he got up and backed up till his back was against the wall. Trust me when I say this, guys. Don't follow us. Jace snapped. In a flash of green light, he teleports out of the ship and flew off into space. Epilogue. When Sundin walked down through the halls. Sundin walked through the halls of the ship. He was on his way to Maru's cell after Jace had fled. Once there, he let out a chuckle. AP-011's experiment went well, don't you think, Sundin? Maru asked. Sundin was silent for a moment. Yes, it did, he said. He then drew his hands on the bars. But if you imprison my people like that again, it won't be AP-011 who ends your race, he said. No promises, Naru chuckled. Sundin then lifted him off the ground and slammed him against the wall before walking off. This better work, Sundin muttered. Whatever he had them do to Silver, she was now free. With Alex, Mike, Sam, and Chloe, they were trying to figure out what to do next when Mike asked, "Hey, aren't we forgetting someone?" Alex's eyes widened when she remembered the dude who followed them. "Dad!" she yelled. What's up, guys? I hope you enjoyed this Space Crew movie. Like I did, and sorry about the scream. I tried to make the part where Alex yelled at Mike sound well. I tried to make it sound like she was really upset. And well, I'm not really good at doing a perfect scream, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this movie, and uh, and well, subscribe to my channel at Dem the Author. Uh, this is I really love this series, and I hope you enjoy it too. And I'll see you in the next book, which is gonna be titled "Secret of the APC." A very powerful, a very awesome, basic. Okay, sorry, I'm kind of running out of things to say, but yeah, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been a trip into the Underverse.